Another thing I wanted to share with you. I have a good friend who is loves this country dearly, along with his friends. And he has put together a website that probably was a little bit more relevant in previous elections, this one being an outlier. But what this website does, and I'm just touting this as an interesting thing for you to go look at, because it's a indication of the cross section of interest that there is in the presidential race. What this site chooses to do, it's one of these sites where you go, and all the candidates on the Republican side, Democrat too, are listed, and everything they believe policy-wise has been recorded. The website is leadershipprojectforamerica.org, and it is current. It's comprehensive information on all the presidential candidates. It has probably the most detailed objective grading of the candidates, and a whole bunch of people involved in it that put it together. The idea behind this website is, let's say that you believe in small government, low taxes, but you believe there should be Medicare and all that. You're able to input this, and it finds the candidate for you. That's its objective. The theory is that it's impossible for every citizen to know everything about every candidate because the news media treats them differently. You would have to go to each candidate's website and then wade through all the policy statements that they publish about themselves, and then you'd have to believe it. And what this site seeks to do is synthesize all of that for you. Now, I told my friend, you realize Trump throws this all out of kilter, because none of these things that you have as factors matter in terms of Trump's support. I mean, Trump, I do think Trump has more issue-related support than people acknowledge. But there's also a whole lot of other reasons that Trump, I actually think that this guy that called us last week, the 28-year-old millennial, who offered the explanation for why none of this stuff that Trump says, like stepping in it or making a faux pas statement or a politically incorrect statement, the reason those things don't matter to him is because most of the people supporting Trump not really personally invested in Trump, but rather invested in what the Trump campaign is and what it represents. And it's outside the establishment. It's, all these things about outsider versus insider. That it's not strictly focused issue-based, although for some people it is. You get the immigration. I think people who think Trump is not issue-based really sell short the importance of the immigration issue in launching Trump's whole campaign. And the fact that he has not been contradictory about that. He hasn't changed his original statement. Still keeps talking about building the wall or Mexico paying for it or what have you. And it was the thing that put him on the map, and I think it's the glue for his support base. There are other things, too, that Trump supporters, I'm sure, are issue-oriented about and support him, but it's in many cases it's even beyond that. My point is, I think some people support Trump even when they know that he might be inclined to do something, one or two things that they disagree with. Their attitude is, I don't care. You know what? I'm not single issue. I'll take the best deal I can. This is the best guy I know of to shake something up. I need it shaken up. I don't like the insiders. I don't like the establishments of either party. But anyway, this site, it may include Trump, too. I haven't checked it lately, but I promised the guy that I would mention it to you. And it does provide, if you really are interested in finding out, you start out with your set of things that are important to you. This website is supposed to produce the candidate closest to the issues you identify as you visit the site that are important to you. So if you have time, check it out. It's an interesting exercise. And then you can also judge how good a job they've done at actually assembling this data. Again, leadershipprojectforamerica.org. And I have a brief timeout we have to take. We'll be back and continue after this. No.